I don't know where the famous come from, but I've never been to Hollywood or Bollywood, or I'm still in Dubai. Good morning, ladies and gents. I only have 10 minutes, and I go straight into a 2.5 years investigation in 1.5 million rooms. I'm co-chairman of Wood Couture Industrial Group, two-generation family business of manufacturing loose furniture for the hospitality industry worldwide. Rebranded in 2015 to epitomize what we stand for: quality and data. Data because we deal with material and technology, not catalogs, purely manufacturing boys. So 2 years ago, we embarked into an adventure and with a company called Top Hotel Projects. A lot of you know them. They publish data on projects for as much as they can capture on 4- and 5-star hotel worldwide. And we made a partnership. I come from the consultancy background. I'm not a designer. I'm not any product industrialist. I just landed into a family job, and I love data. And the first thing that I said, I want to understand what project we have out there, what is the size of this project, and what is its potential. Otherwise, how do I know who I go after? And this is, it applies to me, but it applies to all of you that you are in the supply chain. Whether you supply sanitary, decorative lighting, rugs, window treatment, drapery, you going after the same project. So we look at worldwide 7,382 projects, and we created the FF&E Market Index Report, published quarterly, available on our website. You just need to go there, click, and every quarter you download. Middle East and Africa, Asia Pacific, Americas, including North, Central, and Latin America, and Europe. Very comprehensive. We started analyzing each project. In addition to that, we as a company quote 186 projects worldwide. Quoting, not executing. So in the period we analyzed that, we had almost 400 projects with specifications, BOQ, name of supplier, bespoke design, branded product, you name it, everything for all the design firm worldwide. And we analyzed all of them. Super comprehensive and a massive headache, but very interesting. Why? I wanted to know, for my board, to go and say, I'm going to the US, I'm gonna open the second office, and I'm gonna make $20 million next year. The next question they're gonna ask me, who is gonna be your client, what's your target project, and what's the time frame? I didn't have the answer. Although I was in consultancy for the previous 11 years. So I wanted to establish that. And that's the reason why we created these free reports together with Top Hotel Project, which are now owned by Sleeper Media Mondial. So, and distributed worldwide to 168,000 people, plus the one that want to download it. So this is how the projects are distributed. Now, the numbers I'm gonna show today is relevant to Q1 2023. Why? Because as you will see, project change. So every quarter, project get completed, project come to stream. And this report is limited to the project we analyze. You can never analyze the entire market. It's impossible. So we try to do our best. Very defined methodology. And this report, the value include loose furniture, decorative lighting, window treatment, decorative accessory, artwork, and rugs. So the entire loose FF&E package that goes inside a hotel. 4- and 5-star. So we had to define, for those projects we didn't have architectural information, we had to define from the top 30 hotel company worldwide, what are the sizes of these hotels? So we defined a very clear table, and this is in the report. Total gross floor area, so to understand also the public area size from a business to a lifestyle. So this is for a 4-star hotel. Then luxury, even more complex. Pricing in Intercontinental is not the same as pricing in a Man or a Four Seasons, a Mandarin Oriental resort. Totally different. So we divided in 3 categories: urban and resort. The material undertaken and specified for a resort, totally different than the one for an urban hotel. So we went very specific on 2D, 5-star, because that's how it is. There is the super luxury, it needs to be treated as such. The next, we had to establish on what basis European production, Latin American production, Asian production. These prices is a blend between Asia, China, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Europe. So it's a blend, it's a fair blend because there is a price variance on an X work basis, X factory, do not include shipping. So this is the prices per key for this type of hotel. And in Asia Pacific, we're also to categorize hotspots. So, for example, doing a job in Thailand, Indonesia, or Vietnam is not going to cost you the same as being in Singapore, Hong Kong, or Korea. Totally different markets. So, and different price expectation, different indexations. So very, very comprehensive. Then, and here we went. If we look at the current market, this is the sample that we've been able to capture, which is relevant to Q1 2023. So very important. So next quarter, when you will download for free all the reports at woodcouture.com, there's different numbers because project. Then we can tell what is the year of opening of this project. Why do we need to know that? I'm an FF&E provider. I'm a manufacturer. I come in the last 9 months of the project. If you are a sanitary guy, which will be the evolution, like our friend Constantine from Idea Standard, you know, you're much earlier than me. So they need to know, okay, if this guy's opening in 2023 or 2024, let me get on straight away because I need to sell my product. Then we need to split. Luxury, first class means 4-star level, just for the people that are not familiar with classifications, or upper upscale or upscale. So then we're looking at the pipeline of the two categories. Where all the money, this is not pipeline of project, this is the share of money, of the value of the tender packages. So no surprise, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Egypt, Israel, and Qatar being the top countries. If you look where the most of the 4- and 5-star hotels are built, I'm not surprised. But there's many other countries where may not huge demand, but that little graph may be $200 million. For me, it's a lot of money. For others, maybe nothing. So what do I mean by a lot of money? In Q1, in this region, there is $7.3 billion worth of that category of items. Now, this is not a QS exercise per square meter. We went piece by piece. So BOQ by BOQ, project by project, estimating how many pieces there is in that project. It was a hell of a job. More than 3 million data points. So I've hired a group of guys that deal with Excel and analytics because I'm too old. I'm reaching 50. I cannot do it myself. And you need an army of people. It took us 6 months. So, and the report has been published from Q1 2022. So it was a hell of a job. But worldwide, there are $26.3 billion of loose FF&E on that 5 categories that are listed worth of project. And it's only based on the 7,318 projects we investigated. The question is, what is the real number? It's much bigger than that. So this is a report that helps organizations, suppliers, and project management to understand the real value. Because the majority of time, I see there is a lot of people that talk about loose FF&E or give price per key. But they don't know what they're talking about. The key can be different sizes. In a room of 45 square meters, you can have 12 or 18 items. Totally different price based on the volume. Depending on the material, if the majority is wood instead of metal, it's cheaper, depending on the type of wood. So I can go on and on and on, but this is what we do. We analyze how to make things in a most efficient manner. So this is the last slide, but I want to give you, in the last minute that I have, the key takeaways of the analysis. Very interesting. Overcrowded design. There is the standard category rooms, they've got more items specified than needed. Now, I'm talking against my interest because the bigger the BOQ, the bigger is my order. But at the same time, I need to be honest with the client saying, do you really need it? I come from this industry. I used to do consultancy for real estate, hotel real estate development. Why do you need all these pieces? Yesterday, scenario, in one room, fantastic, 42 square meter. I was trying to imagine myself moving around the room in my trolley, no luggage, trolley. Can you imagine? Couldn't move. So why do you need all this item? Needs to be more efficient design from an operational point of view. The operator may have comment. In fact, you say, yeah, this is the comment of the operator. So why you ask me again if you already told me? But, you know, that's what we're passionate for. There is second thing, there is a high degree of misunderstanding between the word fire resistant and fire retardant. In hotel, we have regulations. Some people don't understand that a natural fabric is not naturally fire resistant. So synthetic fibers can be, by composition, fire resistant. It does not mean that it's fire retardant. So a lot of people try to enter this space and supply, not knowing what is needed for the hotel. The certification is a California standard, is a British standard. There is a lot. The average BOQ from an international design firm for a 200-bedroom hotel for the entire loose FF&E package include an average supplier from 28 to 30 countries, 7 time zones. And my question is, I feel sorry for those procurement agencies. You know, I mean, how do you coordinate 28 countries, suppliers, 7 time zones? So naturally, that can potentially add to your program between 80 to 100 days delays due to the logistic and the coordination of the packages. So that's a fact. And we have case study on this. So when the interior designer design, stick to what makes sense and is reachable. Either one single source or 2 single sources that they manage locally. And then second question, how do you do quality control in 28 countries? Never seen it in my life. And last but not least, a lot of branded items that discontinue. I've seen a lot of people, particularly on soft cushions, specifying Zara, Debenhams, and things. By the time you're going to tender, this product is discontinued. It's a fast consumer goods. So you need to redesign. And this is when the alternative kicks in. And there is no control samples, because you can't have control samples. So a bespoke manufacturer have a huge problem. Last but not least is that 79% of projects have less than 25% material control samples. Don't be surprised when you go and inspect product and mock-ups. This comes from all the data analyzed, the project quoted, the BOQ quoted, the type of interior design. And so it was astonishing. It's color not matching. Joinery should match some of the furniture, totally not matching. Why? There's no control samples. Bad organization. Last but not least, and I'll leave you with this thought. I did a podcast. We have the Wood Couture podcast, which is very popular. We did more than 60 episodes last week with somebody that do architectural videos for particularly hospitality and high-end residential. He's been doing it for 20 years. He's a technical expert. And he told me, Filippo, when I go and shoot a new hotel, by what I'm shooting, what I'm seeing, I recognize who is the interior designer. But I do not understand what brand it is. Thank you very much.